Hello, this is Crystal.
And hi, this is Elliott Masie in Seoul, Korea.
He's been a very great supporter for Team Mindset Labs.
And I've known her almost a decade, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we first met?
We met at an educational conference.
Yes, it was Academy of Human Resource Development conference, and he was invited as a keynote speaker there.
And we had a wonderful conversation, and even we had argument about the things we were talking about. And I love people who argue well, and you were great. So,
yes.
Yeah, and we've kept in touch, and sure enough, Crystal, ask me anything.
Okay. Elliott, you achieved a lot of things in your life. So what is the most memorable thing that you achieved?
Well, the best thing I've achieved in my life is I'm a learner. You know, we think about learners as people who are in school, but if you're a business leader, you're a learner. Mm-hmm. Every morning you wake up, you try to understand. I went in China and I realized suddenly that nobody wanted cash. Everything in China was done using barcodes and financial services. So I became a learner to understand how that works. Now, along the way, I guess if Wikipedia is true, I was one of the people who started the word eLearning. And I know that I was one of the people who started the world of computer training. And I've been very now involved in other elements, including artificial intelligence and big data. But I love being a learner.
Yes. And I think being a learner, I think that's the key word. And that's why you're here and you made a lot of achievement. So thank you for motivating us, you know, to be a good learner. Okay. So can you tell me about these 5 days, what you've been doing?
Well, when I've been in China, I was doing something very new, very provocative, and I hope very helpful. We were having a conversation and understand in Asia, and it's true in Korea, it's true in China, Singapore, Taiwan, and other places, there's a huge concentration on data, big data, and on artificial intelligence, machine learning, smarter tech, as we call it. I accept that. I think a lot of it is good. I think some of it is hype. Some of it may not be so good. But my role was to ask, how does everything that's happening in AI fit with what we know about learning? For instance, are we going to use AI to help build a better test for a person? Now, that's exciting to me. We could use AI to help pick which video might be helpful for somebody. That's really exciting. But do I want to pick AI to determine who gets the job? Well, maybe, but we both took a deep breath because AI has judgment and biases, but you got to be careful. We can't let AI be run by the techies because it's just computer code.
Right.
Ultimately, it is human engineers. I think educators are human engineers, are the ones who are going to have to figure out how do we use the AI and use it well and build up a language for ourselves to be ready as educators for dealing with that.
That's awesome. So do you have any advice who's going to be working with, Industry 4.0, AI, or any, advice for future educator as well as learners?
Well, the biggest advice that I have is you have to be ready. Now, ready is different than doing. Like if you're buying a new home, you have to be ready to buy a new home, but you don't have to know how to build a home. And I think AI readiness is that. I think you need to learn the language of AI, rules, hardened rules, natural language. I think you need to look at some examples of AI, and they're happening already. Every time you go onto Google, Amazon, or Facebook, it's AI, meaning it's data about you and data from advertisers to create your own page. We are going to see more visual data models, and I think that's important for educators because I don't have to write out the code in Python or whatever language. I'll be able to sort of draw the rules out. If I'm wanting to do X and this is true, and the like. And then finally, I think we should look very strongly at chatbots and spoken to smart speakers, because that's really going to be one of the hearts of that world of AI hitting education.
Yes, excellent. Thank you for your time. Last question. How do you define success? I'm just curious.
It's a combination. I think success is having your dreams and then using your dreams to make something come true. Now, it may not be your dream that comes true, but your dream drives that. And then I think it is understanding, and this is not something that all entrepreneurs know, is the important role of failure. If you don't fail, wow, it's problematic. You have to be willing to fail your way to success. And so it's an enormous part of success. And then finally, you have to have a big heart, because success is not about getting rich. It's not about getting important. It's not about having your name all over. It's really about making a difference. And that means you've got to connect with people and with the issues of the day.
I love these advice. Thank you, Elliott, for your time today.
Thank you, Crystal, and thank you, everybody. And you can find me at eMasie at Masie.com or at eMasie on Twitterville. So.
Right. Thank you. I remember actually when I met him for the first time, and then he said, "Oh, Google my name."
You never know what you might find. Take care.
Bye-bye.